Hello, my friends. Get this. This is so crazy. Did you know that when you have a birthday and you have the birthday cake in front of you and you do that process of taking a deep breath in, hold it, think about what you want really clearly, all the details, what it feels like, who's going to be there, what it's going to be like, and then you get it clear, and then you take that and then you exhale, blow out all the candles, make sure you exhale so your wish comes true, right? That process is a subconscious programming technique or an energy clearing method, which I've found to be very similar because, anyhow, that process is something I use in my practice, right? If you guys have noticed, I haven't made any videos lately because you know what I'm busy doing? I'm actually busy working with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Oh, not every week, but I'm working with people every week, almost every day. And if you work with me, you notice that sometimes I use this technique. You take a nice deep breath in, you fill your lungs full of air, overload your conscious critical factor. See, as a hypnotist, professional hypnotist, I know the process, right? Because you know the example of like when the hypnotist comes up to you and they snap their fingers, sleep, right? That whole purpose is to create like a jolt. It's a pattern interrupt. It gets deeper into your consciousness by creating almost like a surprise, right? It overloads the conscious critical factor and it allows the information to go deeper through the critical factor, which is like the gateway into the subconscious mind. Your critical reasoning is the gateway into you accepting an idea. But when you have a shock, it bypasses that and gets directly in. And so that deep breath, holding at the top, thinking about what you want, the phrases, the pictures, the feelings, the everything. And then you exhale, blow it all out, releases all the tension, allows you to get that idea into the subconscious, right? And so today's my birthday. And that's why I'm thinking about this method. I'm going to go home tonight and do the whole candle thing, candle and cake thing. And I know that a lot of people do this, right? We've all grown up using the birthday cake, but we don't even know why we're doing it. We just do it because you've been doing it since you were 1 year old or 2 years old when you could actually blow it out and your parents weren't doing it for you, right? You've only been seeing it all your life. All your family and friends have been doing it, right? But have you stopped and thought, why are we doing this exact process with this and this and this, right? It's amazing. The whole thing is set up for you to get your wish to come true. You know, some ancient pagan ritual we've been practicing for all these years, right? Because you know, if you've been watching me, you probably know, your brain transmits a frequency. And so when you're able to change the frequency of the brain, you change your reality, right? Everything is just a reflection of what's happening internally. Law of attraction, all that stuff. I'm sure you know about it, right? Do you know about it? Or can you actually practice it? Of course, you can practice it to some degree, right? But it all comes down to controlling it and doing it what you want it to instead of it running you, right? That's the big game here. So that is a technique. How is that technique used in a professional therapy model or helping you to get what you want or helping you to clear what's blocking you, right? It's all about the attention of what you have it on, right? So, for example, when I'm in a therapy session with someone, I'm usually doing a technique called muscle testing or resonant testing. So when they're saying words to me and telling stories about, so what's going on in your life? Well, I got this boyfriend and he's blah, 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 and all this stuff. And so I'm sitting there testing with my muscular system to feel if there's anything you're saying that feels tense or has an openness to it, which is basically what it comes down to. And when you get really sensitive to information, you can feel when someone has a tense bit of information, that they feel tense when they're saying it, or they feel open and they're clear with it, right? And so I'll sit there and listen to what are the phrases, what are the people's names, and what happened before, and like, you know, what are the emotions that are coming up. When I find something that's weak, causing a contraction, which anything that's causing a contraction is holding on to energy. And so I'll have them focus, and I'll have them take a nice deep breath in, and I'll have them repeat silently. Go ahead and repeat silently the phrase, I release all anger with John. And then exhale, blow it out like you're blowing out all the candles. Right? You have the focus on the specific frequency, the emotion, with that specific person, and that allows the contraction to release, and the stuck energy is released. And it's not there anymore, so you're not holding on to this vibration of attracting the same mate over and over and over with the same circumstances, right? How many times have you had a lover where you're experiencing the same thing over and over again, right? It's because we hold on to these memories. He screwed me over so bad, right? And then you never get over it, and then you get screwed over by that person and this person, and this happens over and over again, and with like a different subtle difference, right? So that is a real technique, right? It's very simple. The way I use it, or when I originally pretty much made a method of how I could use it for myself, I would get a cell phone, hit the recorder, and then, like, you know, say I'm going through a hard time or whatever, and I'm not feeling good, I just hit the record button and I just talk to the recorder like it's my best friend. I just vent to it, you know, let it out as a release in itself, right? Stop it and then play it back, and then I'll do this muscle testing method. You can do this, or you can use your arms. There's a lot of different ways. When you detect that there's a contraction or a weakness with a certain phrase or a word or an essence or a feeling, you stop it. You take a deep breath in. I release all negative energy with this situation with John. Very simple, right? There's more advanced ways to do it, but that works. That is like a hypnotic moment, right? You can sit there and put yourself in a deep hypnosis, relax yourself, and then, you know, try to do your thing, right? But that has a big learning curve to it, and a lot of people probably don't do it right. And you know, if you're in a bad mood and you go into meditation or self-hypnosis, you can be screwing yourself up more, putting yourself deeper into a bad state, right? But this is a lot easier. Deep breath in, overload your conscious critical factor, hold your breath, do the negative release, or do a positive fill up or a positive intention like the birthday cake would be, and you're setting the frequency deeper into your mind, so you can either believe you're going to get it more, or you create the frequency deeper in your mind where you actually are transmitting the frequency, right? The key is feeling and intention and that overload of the breath. How long do you hold your breath for? You can hold it. The longer you hold it seems to have the more effect, right? So if you can hold it for like a good 5 to 10 seconds, that's usually good. Although you can also hold it just for as long as you say the phrase, and then go to the next one, and go to the next one, and go to the next one. You can do it over and over again. The more you do it, the more you'll fill your mind. The more you do it, the more you clear the energy. So, very simple, very profound. I actually helped someone quit smoking cigarettes and weed just doing that technique. I listened to them talk about it, how they feel when they do it, wrote down a whole list of all these things. I also had a list of emotions that I muscle tested along with it, and I had this person for about a half hour. Deep breath in. Okay, repeat to yourself silently. I release all aggression with smoking. Okay, next. I release all agitation with smoking. So they're literally releasing all those negative frequencies with the subject at hand, or the person that they're trying to get over, or the situation that keeps coming up, or the negative phrase that they heard from their parents that they keep saying over in their head, where they have this core belief with. And you can just do that over and over again, and it has real results, and it releases it permanently. So there's my birthday gift to you. something very simple we've all been doing, but you never knew it was there. Hidden in plain sight. My goodness. Wow. So, try that out. Let me know how it goes. I know this on YouTube. You watch one video, go to the next thing. Take a moment. Take the recorder out. If you're feeling bad, you're not feeling good, you're a little depressed or whatever, you watch me, you want to feel better, whatever, is just common, right? Take out the recorder app on your phone, vent to it for like 2 to 5 minutes, stop it, push play, listen to something that you know that makes you feel bad, and go through every negative program that we call, or like a phrase, or a name of a person, or whatever it is. Do that breath. Deep breath in. I release all negative feelings with blank. Such and such. Okay, play it again. Stop it. Deep breath in. I release all negative feelings with money so hard, or whatever you're saying. Exhale, blow it out. Right? Give that a shot. Leave a comment in the section below. Let me know if it worked or not. And I'll know who's actually doing the work instead of just watching videos, because it takes work to make this stuff happen. You can't just watch the videos. All right, so happy birthday to me and happy life to you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.